Hello, Cancer, and Happy New Year. I hope that 2023 is off to a wonderful start for you already. So let's get right to your reading. We are using the Wandering Star Tarot today. So as a reminder, this is a general reading for the collective, which means that the messages today may not entirely resonate with you. Take what makes sense for you and your situation and leave the rest for another Cancer. For those of you who are new, welcome. And for those of you returning, welcome back. Thank you for joining. If this reading resonates with you, please click the like button. And if you are so inclined, please subscribe. Okay, Cancer, let's see what we have. The Lovers, beautiful. Queen of Swords. Temperance. The Sun. The Hanged Man. The World. Three of Swords. Eight of Cups. Just make sure that everything is here within the screen and in focus. So Cancer, you are the most caring, kind, and emotional sign of the zodiac. We know this. However, there is a subset of you. Well, let me backtrack. Some of you, because you're so emotional, can be confrontational. You like to express, you like to share your emotions, you're passionate, and you like to get things off your chest and to have a resolution where your voice is heard. However, there is a subset of you who aren't like that. And what I mean is that you don't like the confrontation and you just move on and keep living your life without getting engaged or embroiled in conflict or in the back and forth. So for example, let's say you have a friend and you keep reaching out to them and you're the one who's always initiating contact. They never do, or you're always calling them and they never pick up, and this goes on for weeks or months and months. You're not going to get into it with them. You're not going to be like, why aren't you calling me back? What's going on? I've been a friend to you. No. You're going to accept the situation and keep moving with your life. If somebody ghosts you, you're going to accept the situation and move on with your life and understand that that is not the person for you. Others, maybe not so much. They want to know why the person ghosted and go back and forth and, have that tension, like the drama. The first card here is the Lover's card. And while many times that does mean romantic partnership, it means any type of union. Any type of union. That is followed by the Strength. The Queen of Swords, which indicates strength, but also truth. And the third card here is Temperance, a card of balance. Cancer, what I see for you here is to be mindful of your friend group. Primarily those people who are friends of friends. Just because somebody is your closest friend's friend doesn't mean that they are yours. There is a potential here, indicated by the Three of Swords here underneath the Temperance card. There is the possibility here of tension or conflict caused by this other third party. For some of you, that friend of a friend might have to do with the person who you are involved with. So you are in a relationship with someone and their friends or their relatives or their cousins or whoever the case may not be too happy that you are in a relationship with this person. And while they may be pleasant enough to you, behind the scenes, there are things being said and situations being maneuvered and manipulated to try to create some kind of conflict. If you're not in a relationship and that's not your story, it's still applicable because, again, friends of friends might be envious of you. They may not like that your friend is closer to you than to them, and they may try to have some type of influence on the relationship and try to cause some type of a division. So while this union could indicate romantic or friendship, there is a truth that comes to light which says that you must practice balance and you must practice moderation. Sit back and watch what's going on. Sit back and see, like, are these people truly authentic with you? Are they truly your friends? Or are they being like puppet masters behind the scenes, trying to break up or cause fracture in your romantic relationship or in your friendships? Sometimes not everything is what it seems. We have here the Sun card. Everything will come to light. Everything that's going on with these relationships, whatever's going on behind the scenes will come to light, but you must practice balance. It reminds me, thus far the reading reminds me, and it just brings to mind a case that is currently happening. And if you're not from the United States, I'll just give you a little bit, or for those who don't know, I'll just give you a little bit of a debrief. There it was a young lady, her name was Shanquella Robinson, who went on vacation with her friends. They went to Cabo, Mexico. And the very next day, she was deceased, and video emerged that these friends and friends of friends who she went on vacation with appear to have caused her death via physical altercation. Now, while I do not see anything as extreme here, that's the type of situation that I want you to be aware of, those type of dynamics, where you're hanging out with people and you are socializing with people and you think everything's on the up and up and they are your friends, but they are not. They're not necessarily on your side. So just be cautious and be careful. We have here the Lover's card. We have the Hanged Man. Again, change your perspective. Reflect. Take a look at what's going on. If the person who you are in a romantic relationship with starts acting funny sometimes, or after they've spent time either with like particular family members or particular friends of theirs, they start either pushing away or acting weird, notice that. Notice the patterns of behavior. Notice the patterns of behavior in your relationships. Again, for some of you, that's romantic. For others, that's just your friendships. Notice the pattern of behavior. Is your best friend acting weird with you after they spend time with like some other person who you think is like your friend too, or an acquaintance to you? Have perspective on that. Notice what it is that is going on. Notice what is going on. For some of you, when the truth is revealed about who the puppet masters are and what it is that is going on in these like friend groups or family groups, because it could be family as well, like we said, right? Certain relationships will fracture and the dynamics will not be the same. Once you see what's going on, they won't be in the picture anymore. So that acquaintance, that friend of a friend, won't be part of your group anymore. There will be a completion to that social aspect. We have Queen of Swords. That's truth. That's knowledge. That's knowing. She can be very icy. She cuts with the sword and things get completed. Things get done after there is that perspective, after you notice the patterns. Part of that goes back to what I was saying, where there's the group of you who will just continue and not really draw attention to the matter or what's going on in these. There's others who will want to have that discussion and bring everything to light and let your significant other or your best friend or your, sibling, whoever it is, you'll want them to know, and you'll want to have a whole rehash of what happened and how they were being manipulated and so on and so forth. There will be sorrow here. When the truth comes to light, there will be sorrow here, because I think that the puppet mastery is going to be unexpected. While you may come to a point where you are noticing it, because again, we have cards here talking about the truth coming to light. We do have the Three of Swords here, which indicates sorrow and heartbreak and grief, right under the Temperance card, which is the card of healing and moderation. So there will be hurt feelings here. There will be surprise. This will be unexpected to some individuals involved in all of this. Because again, this is your story, but there's all of these other parties at play. The good news, the most wonderful news here, Cancer, is that this card is the Eight of Cups, which indicates a shift or a change in the right direction. Whatever needs to happen will happen to get you to a place where you can trust the people around you, where you will know that the people around you are authentic, and you will know that the relationships that you have with others, again, romantic or friendships or whatever the case may be, are the right ones for you. I want to clarify a little bit more for you. Okay, we have Five of Cups, Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and Knight of Wands. Okay. So we have the Lovers, we have the Hanged Man, where we have to change our perspective about what is going on with our relationships. And we have the Five of Cups, which is that sorrow, which comes from that realization that there are other forces at play that tend to influence the situation and tend to influence the dynamics. We had the Queen of Swords with the World, and we said there is truth. This will come to a head at some point. And then we have the Three of Wands, which is action and moving forward and adventure. So there will be the completion, but then that will spur the realization where the relationship will fall into place and be authentic. Temperance card, Three of Swords and Seven of Pentacles. The potential and the success that will come from this sorrow. And then we have the truth once again coming to the light, but everything working out. And once again, the Knight of Cups indicating intuition and flowing into a better state, a more natural state, a more comfortable state. So Cancer, be very careful with these extra people who influence the dynamics around you. Sit back and notice how others might be different when these other people are hanging out socially together. Notice how people react to you when these other parties are part of the picture and when they're not. A friend of a friend is often no friend at all. And like I said, sometimes that can be family or significant other's family or what the case may be. The good news here, Cancer, is that everything turns out okay. Again, Sun, one of the happiest cards in the deck. Eight of Cups is a very positive card, indicating a shift and a change. And the Knight of Wands, action flowing into something better. So all's well that ends well, but in the meantime, just be watchful, use your intuition, listen to that voice, sit back and watch, and everything will be okay. Thank you so much, Cancer. Again, if this reading resonated with you, please click like and subscribe if you are so inclined, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.